Willkommen und willkommen zurück, Freunde wie später Haltung hier bei Star Trek Resurgence. Noch immer ohne Kamera. In der letzten Folge haben wir herausgefunden, dass möglicherweise der sich mysteriös verhaltene Captain unseres Schiffes ein versteckter Tkon ist, beziehungsweise Erbe der Flamme, wollen nicht die guten Tkon beleidigen, ne? Er entzieht sich schon seit einer Weile Bioscans, der einzige Weg herauszufinden, ob er böse ist oder nicht. Das können wir jetzt vielleicht nachholen. Okay, los geht das mal, ne? Spielen wir weiter. Ich musste gerade einmal kurz den Teil in der Kalkulation nachspielen. Und jetzt sind wir hier bei Portal und wollen ihn mal auf die neueste Entwicklung hinweisen, schätze ich mal. Weiter geht's. Nein, ich will mich verlassen. Weiter.
I found the device.
Cool, das will ich auch können. Ja, sein böser Rino. Ein Karamellriegel.
Interference is gone. I have located Galvin's ship more precisely. He's in the Usonius system.
So then it worked.
This whole region was one of the most sacred for the ancient Tkon. What many consider the birthplace of our civilization. See these comets and planetoids in the outer orbits? Based on their current trajectory, that's Galvin's destination. And legend tells us it's the location of what was once our largest arsenal. Not that we needed it in the late stages of the Empire, but it was there as a precaution nonetheless.
Hm.
Can you stop him? Cripple their ship somehow.
I'm afraid they are too far away for my powers to reach them. We need to be much closer. And even then, they may have defenses against what I am able to do. If Galvin and the other Scions secure the arsenal, they will become extremely dangerous. My people had such power at the height of the Empire. The Tkon were as gods, keeping absolute control over countless worlds. I must speak with them directly. However, the presence of this device is worrying. It's highly likely it was placed here by a Scion, hidden among your crew, and it is unlikely this interference device was the Scion saboteur's only trap. If we reach Galvin and the saboteur cripples your ship, we will be at their mercy. Even my powers will not be able to protect us. Do you know who it is? They may well do more damage if left alone. Time is not on your side.
I'm fairly convinced they bioformed Captain Solano.
I knew there was a reason I didn't like him. That explains it. Bioforming was so rare at the time of the Empire that I am not able to detect if it has taken place. Proof of your claim is something you will have to produce yourself.
Then we have to bioscan him. I'll talk to Dr. Duvall.
It's quite the claim. Told me you were worried about him. But I never imagined this was what was wrong.
I wouldn't be asking you if there was any other possibility.
That would explain why Solano has been too busy for a bioscan lately.
As the ship's doctor, you have the authority to declare him unfit to serve.
If you're right, this is the worst case scenario. Challenging your own captain is a tall order. Are you sure you're prepared for this?
Nein.
If you fail, that's it. The end of your career. Maybe your life.
I don't know if I would be on my own. But with your support, I'm sure we can do it.
That smooth talking may come in handy. I'm in.
Yay.
Can't pull this off with just the two of us. I technically have the authority to make Solano undergo a scan, but in reality, he can and will refuse to do it. We need at least another member of the senior staff to support your claim, or this could all blow up in our faces. You better think long and hard about who you can trust.
Okay, meinen Gedanken nach, die sind alle auf Orange, ich weiß es nicht genau. Lieutenant Java gebilligte Jaras Entscheidung, nicht mit Captain Solans Befehlen zu übersetzen. Fand das okay. Was ist mit dir? Commander Westbrook war besorgt, als es so schien, dass Jara bereit war, den Befehlen des Jumpers zu befolgen und die Underklammer zu lösen, als die Besatzung noch draußen war. Aber er wusste Jaras Bemühungen zu schätzen, Captain Solano und die Komplexität der Situation zu erklären. Und letztlich war er dankbar, als Jara sich Captain Solanos Befehl widersetzte, in diesem Moment äh, ihre eigenen Entscheidungen traf. Wir versuchen es mit Westbrook. Ja, doch, Westbrook. Okay. Oh, wir sind wieder zurück. Wir versuchen hier gerade das Schiff mit einem Warp-Antrieb zu starten.
The Tacon enhancements must be able to brute force limited bursts of warp output.
Yeah, but they won't get to wherever they were headed at this rate. They're just limping along now.
So where does that put us?
Maybe I can answer that.
Wenn ich durchdrehe, wenn ich auf diese lustige glitzernde Konsole zugreifen kann. Ist ein weiter Weg. Rein theoretisch würde ich einfach kurz durch dieses riesige Regal kriechen. Andererseits kann man natürlich auch einfach drum rumlaufen. Bücken wir uns kurz. Der Dramatik halber hätte ich noch einmal hier einen kleinen Wurfsprung eingebaut. Konsole. Gucken wir mal. Ja, ich verstehe. Ein Knopf. Guckt sich einer mal das alles an.
I got the ship's heading.
They've changed course. Drastically.
Looks like they're headed here. Usonia system. They might stop there.
Can we use the Zeldi's comms to signal your fleet?
Comm systems are locked.
Grab hold!
Upsala.
The inertial dampeners can barely keep.
Ich wollte es gerade sagen.
They keep forcing this ship to make these short warp jumps. They're going to tear it apart.
Zeldi is still made by Lydian hands, despite all this Tacon corruption. We'll hold.
Ich wollte gerade
Just
sagen.
gotta stay safe until Starfleet can find us.
Okay, wie melden wir das? Diesen Lichtern. Nein, Duplikate von uns.
Your people. Is there somewhere you go when you die?
Life after death? No. On my homeworld, some people think they can cheat death in a way by joining with the Trill's symbiont. But that's not a life to me.
Sie ist auch nicht feind.
What about you? Is there another plane of existence for you? With every passing battle, as I get older, I think about it more.
I believe there's an afterlife.
You do?
Yeah.
Then you should understand this. My people have a special journey. When Lydians died, we rejoin our comrades, family, and ancestors.
On the parade grounds of Cirella?
That is just one part of it, but
Darum habe ich es gesagt.
yes, death is not the end for us. So, even if some part of Itasca remains, by letting the Tacon use her body, at best we are delaying the inevitable next step for her. At worst, we are leaving her as a prisoner in her own mind. You want to save the transformed. So do I.
Andere Weise.
Now that I've seen it happen, does it make me a hypocrite to say he has a point? What if we can't get them back? We can't leave them like that, right?
I think Itasca would want to be released. To think of what she could be going through right now. It's a torturous idea.
What you're talking about is mercy. And that's an honorable goal.
That seems easier to live with than being driven by revenge. I had a sister, a twin. It's very rare among the Trill.
You never told me that.
She was one of the youngest hosts to ever join with the symbiont. A sentient creature that lives in our body. It's considered a great honor. The symbiont can bring centuries of knowledge and wisdom to the host. But sometimes, the symbiont personality suppresses the host entirely. My sister was the closest person in the world to me. I knew she would be different after joining. But she drew more and more distant. The room we shared growing up was foreign to the both of us. And eventually she, or whoever she'd become, cut me out entirely. So I left for Starfleet and swore I'd never go back. I couldn't stand the thought of seeing her. Someone who looked like my sister. Sounded like her. But wasn't.
You should try to see her again. When all this is over. Maybe things have changed for her after you've been away for years.
I couldn't go back. Not now.
You remind me of Itasca.
I do?
Bonds are not made by what runs through your veins, but the blood you spill together. Itasca was my family in that way. I want you to know there is nothing I won't sacrifice to win this fight. But if we're lucky enough to survive, I'd be honored if you'd count me as one of your tribe.
Yeah.
As Itasca was.
Even a couple of engineers like us?
You are many things.
I don't need to wait that long. We've bled together. No one else will know what we've been through. That makes us a tribe. Right here.
I'll take that.
They not cease this madness.
What is this place?
Is that the Veskar?
Another one of yours?
Not anymore. They've corrupted it, just like the Zeldi.
Now there are two ships. Did this just get better or worse?
It certainly doesn't bode well for the crew of the Veskar. So many lives stolen.
We're really at the heart of this fight now. We just gotta figure out what we're gonna do about it.
Das andere Schiff hat Warp.
This doesn't look like the Viele. What are they doing here?
You don't think they're just meeting their buddies?
Maybe, but then why are their buddies here?
Prepare for transfer.
Niemals.
The storm. It's back. What happened?
Hold on. Scanning. Tetrametric radiation is dropping. The Zeldi's dropped to minimal power levels.
It's running off just the one warp core now.
That means...
They've sent the Cartabula to that other ship.
Mist. Meute rauf, reift Resolute. Ja.
Something wrong, Captain?
No, nothing's wrong. In fact, I was just going to call for you.
So.
I'm needed down in engineering. The bridge is yours.
Was wir ein bisschen manipulieren, mein Freund, hä? Können wir eins machen, und zwar... So, und mit Rosien hat sich mit Jars Unterstützung und Ermutigung während des Mission gefreut und sie wird Joche für immer dankbar sein, dass sie von der Ernstverletzung durch die Plasma-Explosion gerettet hat. Alle haben es irgendwie verdient, mitzukommen, aber ich weiß nicht, kann es gefährlich werden, werden sie verletzt werden. Ich möchte nicht, dass meine besten, coolsten Leute verletzt werden. Ich meine allgemein Leute, ne? Wir sind Sternflotte, wir sind stark. Nein.
Lieutenant Bedrosian, a word, please.
Yes, Commander. What can I do for you?
Listen, the captain may have been compromised.
What?
I have every reason to believe he has been bioformed and is now actively working against us.
Hold on. This makes no sense. Did Portal do something to you?
I'm dead serious. Someone is sabotaging the mission. They planted a Taconian device in engineering. Captain Solano was in engineering while we were on Delphi Ardu 4, and he purposely evaded Dr. Duval's bioscan. He's not Captain Solano anymore. He's a Scion.
Which would make you Captain. So you're saying you're taking command of the ship? Because if you are, that's one hell of a bold move. And you better be absolutely sure you have your facts straight.
As first officer, it is my duty and responsibility to protect the interests of the ship and its crew when the captain has been compromised.
I get that part. I read the manual. But without proof, you're talking about mutiny.
Oh.
I have Duval's support. We're going to ask the captain to undergo a bioscan. When he refuses, I need you to back me up.
Back when we were on the shuttle, you chose my safety over the lives of a dozen Illydians. I've wondered again and again if I deserved that. If you made the right call.
Ja, ich auch.
But if it's why I'm here now, able to help you save the Resolute, maybe the whole Federation, then I'm glad you did. So, my answer is yes. I'm with you no matter what. When do we act?
Now. Dr. Duval is already on the bridge.
All right. I'm ready.
Now or never.
Uff.
Captain Solano.
Commander Rydek, we need to talk about... Doctor? What brings you to the bridge?
Just a bit of housekeeping. You owe me a bioscan, Captain.
I don't have time for that right now.
It will only take a moment. I can't put this off any longer.
You can, and you will. All you'll find is that I'm quite reasonably under stress given the circumstances, and you aren't making it better. I'll find you in sickbay when I'm good and ready. Or, if you're gonna stand in the way of the mission, I can find you in the brig instead.
It's merely protocol, Captain. All officers that touch alien soil have to be bioscanned.
I know the protocol. It's not more important than chasing down these Taconian marauders.
Commander Rydek is right, Captain. We all have to follow the rules.
What is this?
We need you to comply with the scan, Captain.
That's enough. Drop this. All of you. I'm giving you a direct order, Commander Rydek. Stand down and go back to your post. Now. Do not make me tell you again. I've been a starship captain since before you were in the academy.
I'd follow that order, if you were actually Captain Solano.
Well then, there's only one thing left to do. Security to the bridge. Arrest Commander Rydek. Take her to the brig.
On what charge?
Conspiring with the enemy and mutiny.
Get back. Give her a chance to speak. Let's hear what she has to say.
That's enough, Lieutenant Bedrosian. Step aside or you'll join her in the brig.
No.
This is not Captain Solano. He's been bioformed. He's a scion.
You're out of your mind.
She can prove it.
He sabotaged our efforts to track Galvin with this. He planted it in engineering while we were down on Delphi Ardu-4.
Lies! Perpetrated by the only Tkon in our midst, Portal 6-3. He's actively trying to divide us from within.
Captain Solano has refused to be bioscanned because he knows it will reveal he's a scion.
Take her to the brig or I'll do it myself. Oh!
Gut gemacht.
Wait! Stand down! That's an order!
What is the meaning of this? Everyone hold until we get answers. This cannot happen on the bridge of a Federation starship.
I can prove I'm right if you just give me a chance. If I'm wrong, then I will face the consequences.
If you're wrong, there's no coming back from this.
I'm going to settle this once and for all.
Oh. Game over ist normal.
Commander Rydek was right. Captain Solano has been compromised. He's been bioformed into a Tkon.
As the Chief Medical Officer of the USS Resolute, I am relieving Captain Zachary Solano of command.
Take him to the brig.
I don't know what I expected, but not this. I can't believe I shot the captain. I don't think Starfleet likes it when you do that. Even when you're right. It doesn't look good.
If it helps, that wasn't really the captain.
I mean, intellectually, sure. I understand that. But he looks and sounds exactly like him. I'm not sure I'll ever get that out of my head.
Na toll. Warum sind alle sauer, weil ich die nicht gewählt habe? Das verstehe ich jetzt nicht. Das will ich jetzt herausfinden. Captain Solano empfand Jarrahs als Meuterei, als sie ihn auf der Brücke konfrontierte und verlangte, dass er einen Bioscan machte. Das ist klar. Nach der Konfrontation, nachdem Jarrah Captain wurde, fühlte Lieutenant Bedrosian sich besser, nachdem Jarrah ihr versichert hatte, dass es nicht wirklich Captain Solano war, den sie erschossen hatte. Ja, Commander Westbrook war perplex, dass Jarrah sich nicht ihm anvertraut hatte. Ja, bei denen war es genauso. Es tut mir leid, ich musste wählen. Mach's doch nicht böse. Aus bösen Gründen und so. Na gut. Wählen wir uns also auf den Captainstuhl. Das ist so eine schwere Tat, Leute. Das Spiel ist echt dramatisch. Oh Mann.
Set course for the Usonia system. Maximum warp. It's time to face Galvin.
Yes, Commander. Sorry. Captain. On your command.
Engage.
Also dann beamen wir uns in die nächste Folge. Und ciao. Bis zum nächsten Mal.